What's up, y'all? So, you hear a lot about single moms with 2 kids working 3 jobs while going to school at night and, you know, trying to save up for a house so they can get out of whatever shitty little apartment or whatever the fuck they live in. And obviously that goes for single dads, grandmas and grandpas, and aunties and uncles taking care of their kids, and whatever other situations that I can't think of at the moment because they're too uncommon to my knowledge. And these people are glorified, rightfully, as they should be, because they have it fucking hard. Taking care of kids, especially in today's day and age, is fucking hard. It used to be, you know, the reason that a man would go to work and a woman would stay home and be with kids, other than the patriarchy that we live in, where that's just the fucking gender roles that everyone is, you know, is pushed on everyone, was pushed on, is still pushed on everyone. It's still that way today. But anyways, the reason that people could do that, and that was the American dream, is because it was actually possible. You could actually have one person in your household out of 4. Like, if you have a wife and 2 kids, or if you have a husband and 2 kids, or if you're a kid, if you're a kid and have a sibling and 2 parents, then you could actually have one person working in the house who lives there, and everybody else is fine. You can have enough money to buy a house, to pay for food, bills, medical services if needed, and you could just do that. Like, one job would actually pay enough to support your whole family. But nowadays, motherfuckers, like, everybody in the house has to have a job. They have to. If not, multiple jobs to pay for where they're living. And it's fucking crazy because my girl and I were looking for houses the other day, and we were just, you know, houses are fucking expensive, dude. To get a downstroke on a house is fucking hard. And we were looking at the houses of people that we know who are already paying them off and whatnot. And when most of those houses were built around the 1990s, late 1990s, early 2000s, they were being sold for $100,000. And nowadays, those houses are worth like $225,000, roughly, upwards of $250,000. That's fucking crazy. So to buy something that was worth $100,000 is now like over 2 times as much. That's fucking crazy. That shit just got that much more expensive. And it wouldn't be an issue if minimum wage actually kept up with inflation, but it does not. It does not. And that's why I wanted to talk about today, is the fact that, you know, people have to work so many fucking jobs just to make it by in today's day and age is fucking crazy. And it's bullshit. Because productivity since the 1970s has gone up 400%. But the minimum wage has remained at $7.25 since the 1970s. So it has been 50 years. 50 fucking years. It's weird to think about the 1970s as 50 years ago. That's fucking crazy. I feel real old now. But anyways. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That we've been working 4 times as hard, but we get a quarter of what we are due. Like, could you imagine living a life on $29 an hour? That's fucking insane. That would be easy to fucking live like that. Easy to just work a 9 to 5 and be able to save up for a fucking house. If I made that much money at the job that I'm currently at, if I did not want to save for a house, if I was already living in a house and I didn't have to fucking save money for some shit, then I could just fucking work like 2 days a week. 4 days a week, I'm sorry. I could work 4 days a week and make more than what I'm working and making right now. I currently get paid $15 an hour, which is over double minimum wage. Over double minimum wage. And I am having a fucking hard time. A hard time, bro. Like, I can barely save money. And the longer it takes us to save money to buy a house, the more shit can go wrong in that time. Such as getting into an accident and having to pay medical bills, or, you know, my fucking car gets, you know, I need new tires or some shit, or some motherfucker broke my windshield, or, oh, I need an oil change, and, you know, oh, you gotta pay this yearly, you know, apartment maintenance fee that motherfuckers be charging for doing literally nothing. And it's hard, man. I cannot imagine the struggles that people go through working a minimum wage job and literally making nothing. Like, that has to feel absolutely disparaging as fuck. And so, like, and it is possible. Because a McDonald's worker starts at $7.25. Either that or $8. I don't remember. But it's fucking low. It is unlivable. An unlivable wage. McDonald's workers in like some Scandinavian country. I don't know if it's Norway or Sweden or one of the countries you always hear Bernie Sanders talking about. But one of those fucking countries, people working at McDonald's, they make $22 an hour. And that is not in their own currency. That is in the equivalent of their currency in U.S. currency. They're making $22 an hour doing the same work. And it's not like they're working, you know, like, oh, fast food workers here in Norway working at Geschmirgif or Flahildebuf, you know, are fucking making $22 an hour when workers at McDonald's over here making minimum wage. Like, no, it's a McDonald's. It's the same company. It's just different countries. It's the same fucking company. But the thing is, people over there in that particular region or country or whatever the fuck, they actually give a fuck about their people. They actually give a fuck about their people. So they don't allow corporations to fuck workers. To fucking fuck workers. We're all being fucked right now. We are being fucked in the asshole by corporations because they make billions of dollars of profit each year while we all sit here and take it up the ass from them. They could all afford to pay us more money. They could all these fucking corporations, Lowe's, McDonald's, Home Depot, Burger King, Taco Bell, fucking Whole Foods, Target, fucking Walmart, Harris Teeter's, 7-Eleven, whatever fucking big-ass company that makes billions of dollars, they could all afford to pay us all livable wages. To pay us all more than livable wages. We could all have reasonable, comfortable lives instead of having to work fucking 5 million jobs just to get by. Not even to save, but just to get by. And they don't. Because the goal of companies is to make profit. And profit is theft. If you think about it, say I own a fucking bike store and I'm making $15 an hour because I make one bike an hour and I sell them for 15 bucks. So I'm making 15 an hour. And then I'm getting so many orders of bikes, I need to bring this fucker on. And he makes the same bikes as me, same quality, in the same amount of time. He puts in the same effort to make a fucking bicycle. But I'm going to pay him $7.25. And I get to keep the remainder of what he gets out of that $15, which is going to be fucking like $8.75. So I'm making an extra $8.75. A whole extra wage that this motherfucker is earning me. His work is benefiting me, not him. So profit is when you steal labor value from the workers. And that's what's happening to all of us. I got a sweet gig right now, but I know that I'm not being paid my full value. Are you being paid your full value? If you're not, which I guarantee you, you're fucking not, I suggest we all start a fucking strike. A general strike. We ain't gonna work no more unless we get paid what we're due. Unless we get paid enough to be able to just live. To not have to stress about bills, to not have to pick up an extra second or third job just to make it by. Because that's bullshit. It's not right. It's not moral to have the means to provide comfortable lives for people and still make profit. These companies would still make profit if they paid everybody a livable wage, but they just don't, because then they get more profit. Anyways, you know, in India right now, there is a 2 million worker strike. I believe it's over 80% of the farming community, the people who fucking farm fruits and vegetables and livestock and whatnot, are on a strike. And they're not doing a damn thing. You see, if the workers don't work, provide the labor, labor is what gets big corporations money. It's how they get profit. So if we all stop giving up our labor for fucking nothing together, not just me going into my boss, say, hey, I'm not working anymore. They'll just fucking fire you and replace you with someone else. But if we can all do it together, what are they going to do? They cannot force us to work. They need to meet our demands or stop making profit. And they want profit. So the power is within the people. It's within the communities. It is within you. You can do this. You can go talk to your fellow employees about the conditions in which you work, what you want improved, getting a reasonable pay, getting full time. Because, you know, companies do that shit a lot of time, where they'll work you 39.5 hours and not give you full-time benefits when you basically fucking work full-time. Just to make more profit. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Is we should all go on a goddamn general strike. If you're down with it, fucking talk to your fellow employees. And let's get organized. And educate people on the fact that making profit is stealing other people's labor value. It is stealing the value of another person's work. That's literally what it is. So, yeah. I just felt the need to make this video because I've been learning a lot about this shit over the past year. And, I just want to get my thoughts straight on all of it, mostly. But also, if I have any amount of reach out there at all, I want to be able to get and connect to the people that I can and spread the message that a better life is possible for everybody. And if you're gonna say some dumbass shit in the comments, you can go fuck yourself. I ain't gonna waste my motherfucking time talking to you, who is an uneducated, stupid, boot-licking capitalist fucker who wants to suck Jeff Bezos' dick because he's so fucking cool or some stupid shit. He's fucking evil. He's a fucking evil man. Amassing that much wealth is fucking evil. And maybe that's what I'll make my next video on. But if you have an idea for a video that I should make, drop a comment. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. That's it.